Hey, Robert, good to connect with you as I'm excited to talk about your car cover that you created for hail protection, which I'm excited about also because I have one of your car covers and really appreciate you joining me over the next few minutes.
Well, Sid, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you doing this. I'm excited as well. It's been a long time coming, and the covers themselves a lot of times speak for themselves. So,
Yeah, it's really impressive and seeing all the cars that you're helping protect. And obviously, hail is an issue myself. What led me to connect with you was my car did get bad hail damage last year, or not, or it was an issue, and I had my insurance company come out. We fixed the damage, and I thought, you know what, I want to figure a way to protect myself. And then I started buying like these moving covers that the movers use, and then another cover. I'm like, this is just too many steps. So I did some homework and came across your car cover, and I went ahead and ordered it. And I know a lot of other people are going to be interested as well. It's a definitely worthwhile investment, and maybe you can kind of just share how it all got started for you.
oh, absolutely. So, it's exactly what you said. It's that peace of mind, especially after you've been in a hailstorm or even you've had your car damaged. The majority of people, we don't always keep our cars in the garage. Main reason is because we use our garages as storage units. That's just what it is. Or let's just say that you have multiple vehicles. People live in apartments. Not everybody has that covered parking. So because hailstorms are always a given, and there's never a lack of them. There's always more every single year. I developed this when 2016, like a little city in Wiley, Texas. A lot of my friends that had hailstorm came in, and it was one. And then a week later, they had their second bashing, and they told me, "Hey, you know what? You're always creating stuff. Why don't you think of something that you can do on the vehicles, something that's going to be quick, that you can maybe deploy fast enough, and it's going to be easy enough to take off." And it was a little bit of a challenge, but we finally came up with something that could take a beating, but it had to be on really, really quickly. I mean, it's got to be practical at the same time. When you go to work the next day, you don't have 45 minutes to an hour to take it off. So as we're doing that, to put it on, you may only have those 10 to 15 minutes to put it on. To
Mm.
deploy the whole cover takes 2 to 5 minutes at most. And again, they're aerodynamic. They tie down for those high winds. They're made for larger size hail. And the same thing goes when you're taking them off. It's easy enough where you can take 2 to 5 minutes to take them off, put it up, roll it up, and be ready for the next storm.
Right, right. Yeah, which is great. And you see these other fancier ones that need power. Uh, you've got the car cover right there next to you,
I sure do.
and it's great. You don't need power. How much does that weigh, by the way?
So roughly on starting with sedans, it's right at 20 pounds, and for trucks, I believe it's like 26 pounds. So not horrible, but again, they're made larger because they're made for larger size hail. I wish we could say we only had pea-size hail, but when you're starting to talk about the springtime into summer, you get anywhere from quarter size ping pong to baseball size, or even sometimes larger. But the majority is not. It doesn't take a lot to put 10,000 dents in your car.
And as far as the material, what is it made out of, and how thick is the material?
So the material itself, it's called the antimicrobial foam material. It's almost like a workout mat type of material. It's a quarter-inch thick. If there was anything thicker, I would try to get it, but unfortunately, there's nothing else thicker. But through all of our tests that we can do is that size of thickness can actually take a pretty good substantial amount of beating. The material itself, it's not like a pool noodle where it'll dissolve with a lot of heat or in the sun or anything else. And when it rains, it actually gets harder. It does not absorb water like a sponge. So it actually will repel the water. It beads off. So when you're taking it off, you don't have these big puddles of water or this big heavy sponge like people have seen that you put carpets or blankets or anything else. It's just going to soak up. and this will not.
That's great. When people think about like myself, I said, you know what, I'm going to call my insurance company. They'll take care of it. My car's fixed and, hail comes again. Oh, I'll just call my insurance company. So people might think, well, I don't really need a cover. That's why I have my car insurance. Anything that you might want to share
That's
with
actually a great
people?
question because a lot of times people think, well, I have insurance coverage. I mean, if you've ever gone through that process, like you probably already have, it's a pain in the butt. It's months and months, a lot of times when depending on how large those hailstorms are, that you got to wait for your car, trying to find vehicles for them to do loaners. And one key thing that they won't tell you a lot of times is when hail does go through your windshield and your electrical gets soaked or it's just destroyed, they'll total your car. It's easier and cheaper for an insurance company to total a vehicle versus just fixing maybe the hood or the aluminum or the sunroofs and things like that. But when you're talking about the electronics that we have nowadays, especially like through Tesla and everything else, most cars now are driving computers. So it would be incredibly insane to try to just go ahead and fix all these electronics versus just totaling the car out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that myself. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to doing some other videos with you,
Absolutely.
showing you put this on the car and taking it off, and looking forward to other videos to share with people. And I will put my email address in the description of this video so you could connect with Robert and he can personally take care of you and learn more about what kind of car you have and then help you through the process of getting one ordered for yourself. And Robert, when people do reach out to you and they are interested in buying one, what's usually the turnaround that people should expect to be able to get one shipped out to them?
Well, I would say turnaround is right now during the hail season. We're doing anywhere from 7 to 10 days, mainly because it's just been such a the hailstorm started a little earlier than usual. High demand, of course, doing the whole U.S. and it's a good problem to have, but at the same time, you
Yeah,
want to try to help as many people as possible. But we try to make every single cover a priority, and because we're trying to make sure that your car is covered for that next possible hailstorm. So we say anywhere from 7 to 10 days, and our team tries to get everything to perfection. Everybody is an important person.
great, great. Well, Robert, I appreciate you just spending just a few minutes here on Sunday to talk about your amazing car cover. And I'm looking forward to getting mine on my car and practicing to get it set up. Although it's not overly complicated, and I know that you help with step by steps with videos, and we'll do some other great videos. So stand by for other great videos, everybody. And Robert, thank you so much again for joining me today.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you.
Bye bye.